we doing? I think it should be, yep, it's recording. So you can see War Jackie's got a sort of smashing scarf on there. It's an old NUF for the sea crest, and old-fashioned crest. The one I can remember having on my first shirt. Anyway, I'm going back up to my usual spot. I never got to mention this, but I'm pleased to say, I think, that they finally got rid of the old Trucker's Tyser van. Yeah, van, what am I talking about? The Trucker's Tyser bottle has gone, I can assure you. Turnstile, what is it, 65 I think it was? Oh no, it's a bit further down. 60, 69 or 70, whatever it was. Anyway, I'm here, and I got the top. My glasses as usual. Old man's glasses. Can't see what I'm bloody doing or reading otherwise. I've had to whack the settings so it's right up on full. So yeah, the Trucker's Tyser was about here. Hoyed someone's fans Fanta, we used to call it, didn't we? So here I am, and I've been in a club shop. Bit of a shock, but I tell you what, I will give them due. A pin badge that they're selling, there's a guy in the market in Tyneside charges more money than they do for a pin badge. So I'm not going to sit there and moan. Though admittedly this guy had a really nice pin badge I was very tempted by, and when I went back to look at it on Sunday, he'd sold it. So unfortunately, as I say, it was my favourite badge, which was the original one I had on my buck to bag when I was a kid. My dad took us up here in 80, and I'll keep talking about that one because I mentioned it recently with Alan Shoulder, and hence the reason why I was wearing the top. So anyway, I'm going to get rid of these glasses, stupid old man's glasses, because I don't really need them on while I'm doing my vlog, whatever you want to call it, vlog. And it's good doing this because you can talk to yourself and nobody sits and looks at you weird. You feel a bit daft talking to a camera, but then I think people have got to realise that maybe there's a reason why you're sitting there talking to a camera. Stop staring me fucking off for your shit though. Anyway, for once, it's not pissing down with rain. I've not seen any clouds come looming in from across the way there. I'm also doing this on the new phone, my changed phone, because up until now you've seen me do films with Samsungs, a Samsung, and it got smashed. Hence the reason why I'm standing here with an iPhone 8. Not sure about how receptive it is with a microphone. Seems to be a little bit, but again, my missus will be saying to me, you always focus on the fucking negative. You're right, I probably am only focusing on the bloody negative, so my apologies. But anyway, I've come from the coast straight here. I haven't even been in the city to look around. I just hopped on the tube, as you lot would call it down there, for instance the metro. And a nice new one actually, I've been at one of the Stadlers. I'm quite impressed. It's got the little thing, it just tells you each station as you go along on a little screen. A bit buggered if you know, the electric goes on the damn thing, but then I suppose the train, but if the screen goes, you don't want to be reliant on that, you know, you just read the map. So it's obviously for thickos, tourists, foreigners, whatever you want to call them, you know. Anyway, I'm in my favourite corner, Gallagher. Around the corner here, if you don't know it already, I could swing you right round. Down there and along was my first game. My second game was just around this corner here, and then I was in at this end, roughly, I would have said roughly here, you know, roughly where I stand now, and there's that camera in the middle. That's where we were when people had Pet Shop Boy type white hats, Toon Army Santa hats, pound each. This guy was selling them in the city centre. Toon Army Santa hats, pound each, pound each. You sell them outside Elton Square, Northumberland Street things, and I got one, and the pom-pom stank. I don't know what the hell it got. I had to wash it. I had to stick it in soap because I was like, what the? It smelled like it had been dropped in, I don't know, something unpleasant. Fucking crap. Anyway, we're talking about football, or am I just going to jibber jabber about standing here? Good question. Do we really want to talk about Saturday? Christ almighty, if that's what we behave like and how we perform at 3 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon, maybe we want to have a rethink. That was, I mean, fucking hell, you know, one boot up the field and a bloke gets on the end of it and hoiks it in the fucking net. It's a bit shit, man. When you know that the performances we put in recently, Arsenal must be absolutely chewing it. Fucking hell, how do we lose to these wankers? You know? And I think Matty Renton was right recently. He had said, look, there was an opportunity we could have seized and taken, because they were there to be beaten, or at least scored against. So, oh fuck, if we're going to start making City our bogey team, that's, you know, talk about frustrating. I know they've tried doing us a favour. They've tried doing this thing with the PSR recently, you know, getting on top of the Premier League and so on, because we know fine well that hidden in plain sight, as obvious as Savile was a paedophile, the Premier League, who I would, you know, Masters, I would label him about the same. And I know that sounds quite bad to say, but you know, he's evil. There's no fucking way about it. He's a cunt, you know. And he has fucked us, basically. Him and his like little group of whatever, his little army of bastards, whoever they are, that have said, oh no, they can't spend this money. Fucking hell. We know we need $500 million to make that squad compete. To have a squad that would have been able to compete on Saturday and give City a proper fucking game, because they were on another level. And okay, they're shite against teams like Real Madrid, because this is the thing, they can pull themselves together when it fucking matters. You know? Oh, here come two weirdos out of the world, they're giving us funny looks. Go on, whatever. So, yeah, pretty pissed off. And the funny thing was, I was going to go down to the club my dad suggested going to, this working man's club place in the centre of Tynemouth. Would have suggested, you know, go along there to do it. But, oh, hang on a minute. I won't be rude because I don't know who they are. So you never know, they might actually just... They make us see this when it's up on YouTube, so you don't want to be rude about people, but I don't know why they did have to come that way and interrupt my fucking flow. But never mind. Be one of them with an old-fashioned cameraman that looked like he was... Oh, here they come. Well, I don't know who they're chatting to, who gives a shit? Anyway, no, we need $500 million to fucking compete with City, and people who think we can't. You know, I mean, it's just making the whole... But I said this the other day to someone, it's, if they want a competition, they need to allow us to be able to compete. If they don't want a competition, then, you know, fuck it. Then we won't fucking bother. We'll just keep playing with our fucking championship fucking squad, shall we? You know? Even though, no, fine well, our owners could buy every fucking Premier League club, as well as us, again, and still have change. Fucking mental, man, it really is. Oh, a couple of gadgets shoving something around here. I've never normally been interrupted like this. Yes. A couple of empty cages and empty pallets. Oh, it's funny, I think club officials now go around in a tracksuit top. So, yeah, it's a bit shite, isn't it? Yep. Anyway, so Saturday was shite, as I say. I was going to go to a club, working man's club. The pints were cheap, but I'd just be sitting in a fucking club with a load of people, I don't know, watching the game, and then looked at after about 5 or 10 minutes thinking, well, this is going well, and didn't bother. So anyway, it's been a weird visit. It's been freezing, fucking hell. I mean, back home my missus is painting, and she's got clear, gorgeous, sunny, may not be warm, but at least it's sunny, sunny weather. And this is as near as we can get the sunshine over there, look. Fucking hell, man. So, anyway, no, it's just a quickie, as I said, I thought I'd come down here, and I just say I'm quite impressed. I may indulge myself a little badge for that money. So, because I need one to pop up here. On the other hat, that is, of course. I've got me spare pin hat. There it is. This thing. This I wear all the time. All right. And I just looked a bit shit really wearing this when I'm trying to do a Newcastle vlog. And yes, I've deliberately brought, as the missus bought it for me. I love this top, as we well know. I put on the other day. Been upset my sodding watch was starting to cut the fret and fray the bloody cuffs a bit. Starting to get a bit pissed off with that. I'm like, come on, Adidas, you can do better than that. You know, tut, the money you charge, and then these. Anyway, no, it's club shop's impressive. I really am impressed. It's better than I thought. It's got to be better than the funny little caravan thing they had down there a few months ago. You know, what they called the pop-up. I love the fact it's got retro tops. I really do. I think that's absolutely magnificent. Admittedly, they've got some sort of 90s and 2000s ones. They've got a lovely 88, 89 away shirt. Lovely yellow and green stripe job, which would piss off and antagonise people where I live, because they're like, we were in yellow and green for. That's yellow and green, that's Norwich colours, that is. Fuck off. Look at the badge, piss bugger off. You know. But we're not strangers to yellow and green, as we well know. 78, and then there was the one that followed this stripy top with green alls and McEwen's. The last Umbro shirt I think we had was it was the one obviously we got promoted in under Keegan, one at Grimsby, and yeah, just look, this yellow and green stripy one. Oh damn, you know. But I'm just shocked at one simple thing, and I know I've moaned about this before, and I'm fair enough. I can see the reason why they've done it, but I think it's a little bit of a piss take to ask of people to pay £90 for a shirt that's not even in date anymore. I know it's iconic, and I know this. I'll say one thing in its defence: the original one looked shit after a few washes with the brown ale label. All right. The fake ones, again, the brown ale label's horrible on the front. This thing's a soft thing, but I think for £90, I would want a hand-stitched, woven, like the one on the 99 top, 99 2000 top. I think for that money, you'd then think, okay, fair enough, it's a good patch, and as well have you, it would look. It's a bit of a piss take to me. So yeah, not impressed. Anyway, look, I'm going to be jabbering and talking crap the whole. I've done 12 minutes here, I'm nearly 13 minutes. So yes. Anyways, lovely to be here. Fingers crossed for Forest. And I know we've got a tough spell now. We've looked good because we've had easy teams. You know, not being funny, the Ipswiches and the Leicesters make life a lot easier for our points balance. But when you're playing out against the top four, Christ, man, you know, and then Liverpool twice, fuck. You know. Anyway, I'm gonna call this one because otherwise my hands are gonna fucking drop off and pink. So yeah, raw isn't the word. Take care of yourselves, he said with his pink thumb, and see you again soon. Ta-ra, bye.